How do you control roaches? We get asked this question a lot, and we want to take some time today to help answer that with 3 tips on how to control roaches in and around your home. Tip number 1 is stopping them before they get inside the house. So you want to inspect things that are coming in through your front door, whether that's Facebook Marketplace pickups, whether that's garage sales, picking up furniture off the side of the road, even ordering things online. There's times where those boxes can sit in warehouses and start to collect infestations of things, and unbeknownst to the manufacturer or to the people that work in the warehouse, and all of a sudden they box that up and send it right off, and then it comes through our front door. So being mindful of that can help and preventing things from coming into the home and becoming a problem. Now, before we get to tip number 2, I do want to mention that yes, roaches are nasty, and yes, they're disgusting and they're unclean, but that's not a reflection of you or your home or your family. Roaches can come in from really anywhere, in any part of one of those things that we had mentioned, or even more. But roaches, we've seen roach infestations in homes that are worth millions of dollars. We've also seen roaches in sheds that are falling to pieces, and everything in between. The important thing to keep in mind is that roaches are controllable. They can be controlled. We can get rid of them. And so how you go about that is the purpose for step number 2 and step number 3. So tip number 2 is going to be what you get at the store. Now, I will say the majority of the products that you get at any brick and mortar store, and I'm not trying to blast them, but most of those products are designed to work as a repellent, meaning that once you apply it, those bugs can sense or smell that it's there and they try to get away from it. And I guess a funny way to describe how this works is it's kind of like killing a bug with, we'll talk about roaches. It's like killing a roach with a cannonball. Yes, a cannonball will kill the roach, but it doesn't kill everything behind the walls or where the source of the problem is. And what can happen with that is that you start spraying that and it kills it right here, but you start chasing them around the house because they're getting scared of it. And eventually you're going to come right back to the same spot, and that product is going to be faded right there, and they're going to keep going all the way around. Now, the thought process is, we'll just spray everything. Well, you also want to be mindful of how this product is going to affect you, how it's going to affect your family, and how it's going to affect your day-to-day living, how you cook and how you clean and different things like that. And so you want to do some research on those products that you get and on the products that you want to use to spray inside your house for roaches. Yes, it may work. Yes, it may kill what's there right now. But is it going to work long term? Is it going to kill the whole infestation, or is it only going to kill what's visible right now? And tip number 3 is really one of the best products that we've used here at CityTurf. And obviously, there's hundreds of products out there. There's many, many different ways to treat for roaches, and many of them have been proven. Many companies, say, hey, this is the best treatment. This is what works for us. It's whatever the case may be. I'm just telling you our perspective and our point of view. But this product is called Advion Roach Gel. And the reason why I talk about this is, obviously it's a biased opinion, we use this, but whenever we go for our continued education, there was a story that was told to us, and I've not seen anything this bad before, but they told us a story of how an apartment complex, obviously many, many houses all together, many, many different families living together, had a roach infestation. And they left a glue board behind to see what level of infestation it was, and they came back and checked, and a glue board's about this big, and they found over 1,700 roaches on one glue board. And they were running a test, and they set up a scheduled treatment plan, and the process was to use just Advion Roach Gel for this treatment, and they were able to make that happen. Now, there's a lot involved with all of that, and you want to make sure that you're mindful of where Advion Roach Gel can be applied. You want to be mindful of how much to apply. You want to be mindful of, obviously, if you have families, if you have little ones walking around and getting their hands in different things, how that's going to affect them and how you need to safeguard some of those things. But this is something that we would highly recommend. Now, as far as a company, we use anywhere from 4 to 5 different products when we do a roach treatment. And Advion Roach Gel is the staple of that treatment. And I can tell you several other stories and testimonials of people that have called us, have had other companies come and treat for them, and they called us to take care of it for them. It is possible to get control over roaches, and this is one of the best things that we've used for that for infestation with roaches. But if you have any questions about roaches or their control, feel free to give us a call and let us know. If you would like more information about how to control roaches, we actually have a much longer video that covers a little bit more in depth the things that we talked about here today, and some more of the products that we use and how to apply them and where to apply them here in the description notes below. And so if you're interested in more of that, feel free to go ahead and click on that, and we'll see you in the next video.